others celebrate the wins,
Yes.
we celebrate the mud.
each episode has a special guest.
Tony-nominated actress, Broadway's Lily Cooper.
Tashir Zameda.
David A. Gregory.
Getting messy with muddy topics.
We are going to be talking about grief journey.
With hilarious moments
Now get over here.
And deep conversations.
I'm ashamed to even admit this, but this is what happened.
This is Into the Mud.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Into the Mud podcast. While others celebrate the wins,
We celebrate the mud. I'm Alex Kumin.
I'm Drew King. That was golden.
It
You
was
did
really good. It was really good. I laugh every time I say it. I try to say it without laughing, but I laugh every time.
Every time. And today we have one of my absolute favorite Instagram personalities and food bloggers and chefs, the amazing, the incredible, Dan Pelosi. Hi, also known as Grossy Pelosi.
To some, to many.
To many.
I go by a lot of
all.
names.
I think it's pretty common knowledge now that Grossy Pelosi comes from Never Been Kissed.
Never been kissed. Yeah, which
You've seen
came
Never
out
Been
when I was
Kissed,
in
right?
college.
Obviously.
Josie Grossi.
I'm not Josie Grossi anymore.
Yeah, my friends decided to call me that in college.
And then you just
went to the. I kept it. It was like my Facebook, my MySpace, my Friendster. I don't know how old
Oh
you
my God,
guys are.
Friendster. Did you
Do
do
you remember
MySpace too?
Friendster? I did Friendster, MySpace, Facebook, Instagram. I just kept, it was always like /Grossy Pelosi because it was like my funny little nickname. And then here we are. It's sort of my brand
Really
name.
stuck.
I love it.
It's the barefoot Contessa to my Ina Garten. Should I make a very humble,
Yes.
humble?
Where do we know the origins of Barefoot Contessa?
There's a movie called Barefoot Contessa. That's like a classic. And I think Ina named the store after it as like an homage.
Oh,
Which she's
an
now
homage.
known as the Barefoot Contessa.
Of course she is.
And
An absolute queen.
We have a question about this later, but I have to ask. Have you met her yet?
No.
How have you not met her?
That's wild.
So I don't know. So there,
Anna, are you out there?
frankly, I don't know. Where's my camera? People are always shocked, and I'm like, it's not that easy. I did interview Martha Stewart on stage for an hour once, which
That's-
was hysterical, and I've met her a few times.
Oh,
How is she?
She's like funny and hysterical and like so direct and
Yeah.
like does not
Yeah.
fuck around.
Yeah.
Which I love.
This
It's also
checks out.
terrifying.
Yeah, I
But she's
see that.
gorgeous. I like had so much fun with her. She really goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think she like keeps a distance. Like I saw her
I can see that.
a few months ago and I was like, hi Martha, like, you know, like kind of tried to be like, we all met.
We've
and
met.
She just sort of was like, so nice to see you, but didn't, which is fair.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
Yeah.
keep your boundaries. We're gonna, I mean, I'm sure
Particularly
everybody every day.
after what happened to her. The documentary was like,
Yeah.
Ooh, that is it's a devastating but beautiful documentary.
yeah.
I'm just fresh off the Next Top Model documentary too.
I haven't watched
Which
it yet.
is like beyond. Okay, but I have not met Ina and I want to. She's commented on my Instagram posts a few times.
Okay.
But I think that was a ploy by a certain publisher to try to get me to do a book with them. I think they like asked.
They logged into her account and
No, I
like
think
ghost
that they
posted.
They were
asked her to
like,
do
hey, why don't
it.
you?
But I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. That was sort of something that someone
Wow.
said might have been the case. But no, we haven't met, and I would love to, but it's got to happen when it's got to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
I know we're putting out the back call for you. Please.
Please do, yeah.
You can see the signal. You hear the
The
signal.
universe unfolds.
Call
I
Dan.
don't think anything I've said so far on this podcast is going to make her want to meet me. But let's.
We haven't even
need
done.
to
We haven't
start
even.
over?
We haven't even.
We haven't even
tapped.
dipped in
We
yet.
haven't dipped in.
Okay, so Dan, for those that don't know you,
Yeah.
because we have a broad range of an audience here at
cool.
Into the Mud podcast. So for those that don't know you, you are a 2-time New York Times bestseller. Is that correct?
Yes, my books are.
Your books are, yes, exactly.
yes, my
With
books
So that
Let's
means you
Eat
are?
And Let's Party.
Let's Party, my latest baby that came out
Yay.
September.
So good.
And this cookbook is the reason why you are here in this podcast right now.
Thank you.
Because I was a creep and went to your book signing and then slipped you a card and was like, please come on my podcast.
Not creepy. Could have been creepier if you were like hitting on me and gave me your number.
Fair, but that's true.
We actually had guests in the past who.
Do you know that the Loving books, they're like Loving 1, Loving 2, they're picture books of
No.
gay men in love from the 1850s to the 1950s.
wow, I love
they're
that.
beautiful, great coffee table books.
Yeah.
You should get them. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had the 2 authors on the podcast.
We had the authors on, but they were talking about when they first met, and it was like a couple decades ago, and they did the old slipping of the note across, but he slipped it in his back pocket, which is such a king move. I like.
And like the movies that are like just stories of like absolutely like restrained love that is like painfully slow. Like, did you guys watch The History of Sound?
No.
Watch it.
Okay.
I was on a plane back from the holidays with my boyfriend, and he was like, "Oh, that movie's good. You should watch it." Like, he had already seen it. I've never wept harder on an airplane, and I've done a lot of, we all
weeping on airplanes. Weeping on airplanes.
This is not an airplane thing. Anyways, watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Done. History of Sound.
Will do. Oh my God.
Perfect.
Okay, so Dan, you have navigated your way into the foodosphere, shall we say, the Instagram foodosphere.
That's a
But
word.
You came from a background in fashion and design, like creative direction, essentially.
Yeah, it was designed for like retail brands, so marketing, a lot of physical space design.
J. Crew, right?
No, Gap.
Oh,
I was at Gap for years.
Wait, I had a note about this because I worked at Old Navy and Banana Republic.
Corporate?
So Gapping. No, I was like in high school.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I grew up at the mall, like born and raised at the mall. Still obsessed. My boyfriend makes fun of me because every time we drive by a shopping center, I like am obsessed with like what used to be there and what's about to open.
Yeah.
Like the history of it all. Like I am obsessed.
What do you love about them all? I just need to question this.
I just love buying, shopping. I love women. Like I love
And women be shopping.
like
so.
I love
women too.
I worked for like 7 years in Manhattan for Ann Taylor Corporate, which owns like Loft, Ann Taylor, and then Blue and Gray, which is a brand I helped launch. And I remember I would always take my mom shopping at the Ann Taylor and Loft, and I spent a lot of time in there. And I would listen to women shop with their like mothers, daughters, sister, like just the conversations, the community, the fitting room, and then I would jump right in because I knew everything about the product, and I would be like giving opinions that no one asked for. But the way that women would be like, Are we at Ann Taylor? I thought we were at Loft. The Loft is Ann Taylor. Are we at Ann Taylor Loft? Like, what store? They were just like psychotic. And
I love
it's just great. I love shopping at the mall with my mom on the weekends. But anyways, yes, I worked there. I worked for Gap for years in San Francisco at corporate. I was a creative director, and I worked for many different brands doing physical space, marketing, windows, visual merchandising. Yeah, it was amazing.
And that's what leads you to your like fucking incredible design aesthetic. We are obsessed. I think everyone's obsessed with your Instagram. Not only the way that you frame your food, the way that this book was styled is gorgeous, but also your house. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you.
Your home is so exquisitely beautiful.
We walk through when you were asleep.
Yeah. You should. You can do it while I'm awake.
Doors unlocked.
Yeah. I'm ready. What's that? Ass up, door, whatever. Okay.
Face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up. Doors unlocked.
Yeah.
That old.
The old wives' tale.
Exactly.
That old tale.
Yeah, exactly. Woo, tales old style.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
Love it.
yeah. No, I was that kid who just was like constantly creative kid. You've seen him, you've met him, you've heard of him. My mom, on the weekends when I was little, my mom would be like, "What do you want to do?" And I'd be like, "Well, the Ralph Lauren wallpaper book just dropped at Sherwin-Williams, so can we go look at it?
Let's go do that."
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, they were like, okay. Like, I was making, my grandmother was a seamstress and a furniture upholsterer, and her basement was like mood fabrics, like, and the set of runway. So she would be like, we were making dresses for Barbie dolls when I was like literal, like this smallest little child.
Wow. Oh, so you sew and everything as well?
No, she was working. I was creative. I've always been like
creative directing.
Yeah,
Nana, work harder.
Literally, I'm like, how many stitches per minute are we putting out?
Oh my God.
I mean,
no,
absolutely.
I was a monster, but it was fun for everyone, I think. Yeah.
And you're from New England.
Yeah, Connecticut.
Where in Connecticut? What was your favorite Connecticut mall? Was it Waterbury?
West Farms.
West
No,
Farms.
I grew up in Waterbury. I'm literally born and raised in Waterbury. And when that mall went up, I was in high school, and I was so obsessed. And now I'm so sad.
I love the Waterbury Mall because we're both from Massachusetts.
Fuck no, you don't love the Waterbury.
No, I loved it because when I was in high school, we would always take our trips to New York City to see a Broadway show. And that was always our halfway point, was stopping at the Waterbury Mall.
Did you go up Route 8? I love talking about highways too. I got this.
This is a very New England thing. This is a route for the Massachusetts version.
We're in Massachusetts.
Worcester, generally.
Yeah.
Worcester.
But yeah,
Worcester.
from all around Worcester.
And I'm
Huge,
Needham. Yeah.
Needham.
My dad and my sister went to Assumption, and my uncle. So
Oh my God.
Really?
All of my high school friends
But
went to
there's that
Assumption.
great mall by Worcester that we would always drive by.
Well, not the Greendale Mall.
No.
You're talking about Solomon Pond Mall.
Solomon Pond
my
Mall.
God.
Wow.
I love
What-
the
I
Solomon
love Solomon
Pond
Pond Mall
Was it
too.
just-
Oh my God, yeah, it was right off 290. It's like right before you get onto 495.
I would always
It's
be like, can we go to Solomon Mall? I went to College of Providence at Rhode Island School of Design.
Yes,
and did I live at Providence Place? Mm-hmm. Did you just watch a documentary about the people who lived in it?
It just popped up.
That was when I was there, and I watched
a new documentary about the Providence Place Mall.
They were living in the Providence Place Mall in this like space that no one knew existed. These RISD students.
Amazing.
I mean, I was living in the Providence Place Mall, but like visibly at Cheesecake Factory.
I was
so
just
it was like a very different. It was like a very different thing. But I also
that is the hallmark of the mall, the Cheesecake Factory. Like the corner space.
But they also had the Joe's. Do you remember Eat at Joe's?
Not Your Average Joe's?
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, they have one in my hometown, and they have the best sangria at that
in
place.
West Hartford too, and it closed at West Farms Mall, which is the best mall in the world.
Best mall. Well, the Knitted Collection is also something to be seen.
Great.
Huge.
Yeah.
I did visuals and store design and all those things, so I've been in every fucking mall in the U.S.
This is a wild... I didn't think that this is where our conversation would start.
Yeah.
I'm very into it.
You need one of those maps.
Because what I'll say also is that like most people don't like malls. Like most people hate them.
I love.
I just feel so nostalgic with like after like the half day. Can I have $20? We're gonna go to the mall.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some Claire's jewelry.
Panda Express and Cinnabon were my number ones, always.
Yeah.
The original mall in Waterbury was at the bottom of my street when I grew up, like literally at the bottom of my street.
Okay.
So I grew up going there. And then my grandmother, when my grandparents would babysit us, we would walk down there. We'd go to like Friendly's and have lunch, and I'd go
Friendly's.
It was like all these like amazing stores. And my mom's like the loveliest almond mom in the world. And every night after dinner, because I was like the chubbiest little kid, she'd be like, let's walk around the mall. Let's go for a walk. And so we'd like walk the perimeter of the mall.
Oh my God. So the malls are very also, there's a lot connected with you.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I love that.
But also Italian-American and Portuguese. I'm Portuguese as well.
Yeah, you look very Portuguese.
What's your mother's maiden name?
Nobrega?
Nobrega. Mine's Ferreira.
Okay.
Yeah.
Highly related.
We probably are. But I mean, New England, come on. There's so many like huge Portuguese communities.
Naugatuck, Waterbury, Naugatuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we would go to Fall River all the time.
Fall River. Okay, so let's introduce our topic of the day. The way that I framed it in our email was fuck diet culture, using food as a tool for fellowship, community, love, and family, and joy. Yeah. So that's a pretty extended topic, but
that's the brief.
Yeah, we just ultimately want to talk about the incredible fucking joy that food brings all of us, and clearly you, because you built an entire brand off of it.
Yeah. I mean, my brand I had to, when I started sort of like when I made a logo, which tells you the power of design early, and
which was what year?
Which was like March of 2020. Like people.
That's when it started.
That's when I was just like I was still working. I was still doing Windows and running visuals, doing store design and Ann Taylor, and the pandemic hit, and retail sort of was like, well, no one's in stores, so what do you do? And I had like a team of 15 people, and I was sort of like giving them all the work to do, so they looked busy because I was just sort of like, I'm a VP, like I'll be like I'm okay, like so I started cooking more than I normally did online, sharing recipes, gained this huge following, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm bored, so I'm going to like build a logo. And then I made this graphic of a teddy bear with a bowl of spaghetti that said this two-shell pasta, and I posted it and people loved it. So I was like, let's help people. So I put it on a t-shirt, sold it, and donated profits to SAGE, which is like the country's oldest and largest organization supporting LGBTQ elders, which during the pandemic were like, no kids, no partners, very, very much needed our help. So that just kind of launched me as like a thing. And then I just kept going because like years and years of marketing, research, design, listening to customers, which I would have never called them since. But like you understand what people want from you and you can authentically give it to them. So I just started doing it and it became my job. I mean, I didn't do any fucking work for Ann Taylor for an entire year until they laid me off, which was the plan.
Bye, Ann.
What a gift.
Although they did post my recipes and my food on the Loft Instagram account, and that was amazing.
Was that great. That's really awesome.
For these companies, like I mean, it's like pregnant women and gay men, like all day long. I'm just like so happy.
It's corporate, but it's like, but it's
corporate,
not,
but they have like these incredible foundations, and they have like. They're just amazing. And they're, like we talked about women, like I was working for these brands that helped women like show up to work, feel confident. We would say like desk to dinner, work to weekend, like what is she wearing? Like how does she transition in it? And it's like, I would be hanging out with all these cool girls, I thought, in New York City. And they'd be like, what do you do? I'd be like, oh, I work for Ann Taylor. And they would be like, I wear their stuff to work and like no one knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they were like,
well, it's kind of it's like known as like
It's
the
like the
mom
secret
brand or something,
weapon,
but it's like
though.
it's a
you know what I mean? Like, who wants to buy fucking shit to wear to the office? And so they would be like shopping the sale rack at Loft, and like it's all passable.
Incredible.
yeah.
So I loved it. It's like very much like I say, like
You're
mom
still-
supporting moms
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
supporting women, gays. I consider myself, all of those things.
What was the phrase? Dust to dinner
Desk to dinner
Okay.
was one.
to dinner.
Work to weekend.
to weekend.
So it's
I
all
love
about
it.
I
like,
like that.
and then when the pandemic hit, no one went to the office. So Aunt
Yeah.
Tyler was like, well, fuck me,
That sounds like a catchphrase or a line from, did you guys ever watch Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead?
Yes.
Of course. I mean,
Obviously.
right on
you
that, Rose.
kidding?
But with Christina Applegate, those
that
shoulders.
like the montages in that movie, the like fucking the runway over the pool,
The fashion show
The
at
shoulder
the end over the
pads.
pool.
The
Oh my
shoulder
God.
pads.
The
Yes.
hot guy who drove the
Wasn't
ice
it
cream
like
truck.
a fast food outfit that she made
it
for like
was
a hot
fast
dog
food
place?
uniforms.
Oh wait, yeah, it was the guy. The guy. I
uniforms.
thought he worked. Her boyfriend worked for like a hot dog.
Her boyfriend
cart or
runs the
something
hot
like
dog.
that.
Yes.
And then they're doing the fashion show with like the like yellow.
That's
like,
very, very dust to dinner.
That scene, huge. Yeah, that was so
love it.
big
devastating.
influence.
Oh my
big
God,
influence.
I
I'm loving
love a
these
movie
tangents.
montage with female empowerment. Like,
There's
do you
not
remember
enough of them
sleeping
now.
with the Enemy, where she redoes the
don't know
house.
this.
Right, I
Did you
haven't-
see
I
Julia
haven't.
Roberts sleeping with the Enemy?
No. Oh my God.
I'm not gay. No, I'm kidding.
You're gay. Still
You're
deciding.
gay.
No, you guys, go home and watch the America's Next Top Model documentary and Sleeping with the Enemy, the Julia Roberts movie, where she like, there's a scene where she like renovates a house, and that scene informed everything about my life.
Okay.
This is so good. I like
Love
this.
it. I'm
I like
very
this.
excited.
We're deeply off topic.
Ooh,
But
No, it's okay. This is all part of the
this is
topic.
it.
We're talking design.
This is
We're talking
it.
Yeah,
fashion,
Design.
aesthetics. It's
Yeah.
all part of the part of the game.
I think there's like certain things that like hopefully everyone just feels like inherently confident in. And I have always had a point of view of how things should look and what made things beautiful in my mind.
I find that so impressive. I'm such an indecisive person, and I get so anxious about making the wrong decision, especially when it comes to not necessarily food, but with like design elements. If I'm designing like my room, or I have a new office now and I'm trying to design it, and I'm like, but what if it's the wrong thing?
How do you start with stuff like that? Like when you're like designing a new space or like redesigning a space, like what, like, do you start with like one thing, like one color and object?
Always go back to things I already have.
Okay.
I've always been, I mean, I'm a collector. I'm a collector of objects. I'm a collector of art, textiles, ceramics. I mean, like I have like, I think over 150 flower vases, like just, and I never
Can never be
set
too-
out.
can never have too
Yeah, you can never have too many. Never set out to collect them. I just buy things that like, when I see some, people are always like, where'd you get your art? And I'm like, how do I answer this question?
Yeah.
It's not from CB2. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you have to allow yourself to emotionally respond to something when you're looking at it.
like that.
You might be in somewhere that you're never going to go back to. You have to be like, oh my God, I love this so much. And then if you're able to financially, have the balls to buy it, because like you're never going to see that again. And so that's just what I've been doing. Like I have paintings. I have a pencil holder I made in 7th grade with my friend Robbie. We would make them and he would build them and I would paint them, and then we would sell them to our classmates. And the whole classroom had like these little pencil holders all over their desks. I still have that. My boyfriend is like blown away because he has like nothing.
Yeah.
I hold on to these things, but I get rid of so much stuff. Like I'm very like...
So you're good about that. And
I was
that's
going to say, you must like hate the KonMari method, but maybe not.
No, because everything in my house I love. So I think it's the same thing.
Everything brings you
joy.
joy.
I love a lot of stuff. And like, this is what I said in my book. Like, you have everything you need to host a dinner party already.
Yeah.
Like, you have it. Like, serve off the sheet pan. Use an old sheet. This sounds gross, but like as a tablecloth, if that makes you happy. Like, use your colander as a bread basket. Like, mix match everything. Like, I go to someone's house and I want to learn about them. I don't want to learn about the Pinterest board that they're trying to replicate. Like, I want to know about you.
I love that.
You know, and I think like that's hopefully what my book is allowing you to do. So
I love that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Having it, you already have everything you need. Especially, I think now there's so much pressure to buy the thing, get on Instagram, buy the cute thing, and then it just sits.
Buy
or
the thing
it's
at
like
Goodwill, buy the weird thing on your vacation. I know what people are always like. I went to Sicily with my boyfriend. We went to Japan. I buy so much stuff, and people are like, how do you get it home? I'm like, you ship it. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Like, make the investment, ship it home, and you stare. Like, I have things that we have this one teapot that we got in Japan that my boyfriend uses every single day, and it is the most beautiful teapot ever. And I'm just like, I would rather spend $200 shipping that than like buying a teapot
Crate and Barrel
at like Walmart or like whatever. It has meaning and you connect to it emotionally. Like, allow yourself to feel those things.
I do feel like there's a tide shift happening right now of people starting to realize that they do need to shop smaller, recycle, reuse, go to the Goodwill, go to the places. And that's like, because it's just so crazy. Like the stuff and
there's so much stuff.
Shit. It's all going to end up in the belly of a whale.
Yeah, and I think like no matter where you buy it, because I also do believe like anywhere you want to shop, but like because not everyone can like has accessibility to go to Japan or like whatever. But like shop intentionally and like buy stuff that you're going to use. Like don't just buy something that you know you're just going to throw away.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a question that we had on the sheet. Your website is beautiful. Did you design it or did you work with a team? Because
this is my like third website. Thank you. I'm actually like already in the middle of redesigning it again, but because I can never. Every time I make something, I hate it. Even though I love it.
I've heard of that.
Although my house, I love. Like I don't want to change, but yeah.
Well, I love it.
Thank
you.
But
one of my favorite things about it was the community code of conduct page that you have.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to ask you, because I think it'll also like segue us into the topic as well. Yeah. Why do you have to have that on the website, and what inspired it? I think I know already, but I'm like curious.
You know what inspired it?
Partially.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, curious.
First of all, no one loves the rules more than me. Like I love rules. I love restrictions, even in design. Like I love a budget. I love like a set of things. When anything is possible, I'm bored. Like I love to have like rules. Like when I was a kid, I was the most well-behaved child ever. It didn't interest me to act out or misbehave.
Do you hate getting yelled at? I hate getting yelled at, and I love rules.
I don't love it, but I think conversely, the thing that I also really love, and I've learned a lot as an adult, is about boundaries and like letting people know what you stand for and what you don't, and not telling them that it's their decision to stick around or leave. It's sort of how I handle my entire social media. I probably, if I was like a lot less boundaried, I would probably have like 2 million followers, you know, because I would just be like, hey, everyone's like, you know, but I'm very vocal about like, don't do that. Like, I am not here for that.
Give an example of something.
Like, I don't allow any conversation around weight or diet. Like, no one can comment like,
too much butter.
Or like people would literally message me and be like, how are you not 400 pounds? I would be 400 pounds if I ate the way that you do. So where do we start? Like, I have a history of disordered eating. I've weighed upwards of 300 pounds. I have like done so much therapy, and like you literally don't know shit about my entire history. How dare you tell me that the food I eat should mean that I weigh 300 pounds or 400 pounds? Yeah. And so fuck off. So I said that in a way that I don't love. I have to apologize because people don't know. So I talk a lot about calling people in, not out. Like I'm always like, let's call this person in. Like I'm reposting this comment and I'm calling this person in because clearly they don't realize that their comment is to someone who has a history of disordered eating. It's taken this way. Could, if I weren't through so much therapy that I'm in now, completely spiral me out into days of overeating or whatever, right? So people have no idea because they grew up in a culture of just like, you just talk about food, you talk about diet. My entire Italian-American family, the greeting is, hi, how are you? Did you lose weight? Did you gain weight? Are you on a diet? I can't eat that. Oh, you brought cookies? I can't eat those. I'm on a diet. Oh, I'm going to gain so much weight from that. Ooh. Hi. Like, truly, that's the greeting.
That's also so American.
It's very American, and it's very women in general with like, I'm so fat. Yeah. Like, I'm so fat. I can't fit in my bathing suit. I'm so fat. It's like, oh.
My dad does it too. Even my grandfather, who's 104.
Oh, my God.
Literally will be eating something, and he'll be like, I can't eat as much as I used to. And I'm like, I know, because you're 104. Like,
because you're a bag of bones, sir.
What are you talking about? Like, we want, no, he kind of has food. Meanwhile, he's still eating the same amount, which is kind of incredible. But it's like, who cares how much you're eating, how much you're not eating, what you weigh, how much you've lost, how much you've gained?
Yeah.
I am like so deeply allergic to that now that I absolutely stop people immediately and tell them, I let people know how what they say makes me feel.
And I love that.
And I explicitly only talk about food through the lens of joy and enjoyment because that's what I needed. Like that is, I think of the way that I present myself as being what I needed to see when I was younger and when I was impacted in all the ways that led me to have the relationship I had, the very unhealthy relationship I had with food and my body forever. Yeah. And it's not gone. It's always a journey, but I'm just in such a better place.
Is that something that started from like a younger age, you feel?
Oh,
like just always like an up, fluctuating in and
from
out.
Birth.
Yeah.
Like truly like whether it was like getting my cheeks pinched by every fucking aunt, nonna, like people just being like, oh, you have the cutest little, or my mom being at the doctor and my mom being like, well, Danny's husky. You know what I mean? Like code words. He's fat as fuck and like, you know. And so it's like, or truly
little Danny.
No, I mean like, or my mom and my dad taking me to Weight Watchers when I was like 9.
That'll do it. That's the one.
No, they better be paying for that therapy.
Like getting weighed at the weigh-ins with like mostly older people, celebrating my losses, literally
celebrating.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any extreme periods? There's a question in there as well about the insane, crazy body standards within the gay community for like gay white men in particular.
Don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
My gosh, it's so weird. You mean my entire adulthood? Well, my childhood being like, I'm the only gay person on earth. Like there are no other gay people.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my uncle, who I loved to death, who was like my best friend, was like clearly queer, never said it. And, you know, I was sort of watching him and his best friend my whole life, who were like best
roommate,
right? And so that'll fuck you up. And also my uncle, who like, again, no one knew they were doing this, right? Like I don't blame anyone that I'm blaming.
For sure.
You know, also being obsessed with diet, with weight, like all of that stuff. And then never feeling like I would have real, true, visible, open love because I experienced queer love as a hidden, secret, never talked about thing. Yeah, I mean, as an adult, I've always lived in big cities. I've always surrounded myself with like beautiful, like these beautiful men. Like I did the thing that's so crazy, and I was thinking about is like it never stopped me from like going to Fire Island and taking my shirt off. I was like
that's incredible.
I was like right there with everyone. You know, I would be my favorite thing. Something that brought me so much joy would be like go to Fire Island and just cook for a week.
Yeah,
I was known for that.
Yeah,
and I would be like feeding these boys who I'm like. They if I were not for me, they would be having gin and tonics and like grilled chicken breasts.
Yeah. Like exactly. And like lamb white rice and that's it.
And I'm like mothering these boys, being like, it's okay to eat, but also feeling deeply insecure. Yeah. And therapy is really what turned it around for me. But I think something that I always tell people is like, if I had known when I was younger that there was a community out there, several communities, there's someone for everyone. Like if someone had just told me about the gay bear community, I would have been like, I'm so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to be obsessed with me.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you know what I mean? And like the feeder gainer community, which I don't even know if you know about, but there's like all of these communities.
I know.
Like,
this way, say this again.
Feeder gainer. So there's like feeders who like feed people, gainers who like want to be fed. And it's this like sexual fetish.
Yes,
it's really like wild, but I love it. And there's all these things that no one tells you this. You're just like, we would go to Provincetown, Cape Cod, and I remember my mom when I was like 16, like in P-Town, they would be like 50-year-old men with like gorgeous bodies, and my mom would be like, you got to get started. Like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? And again, like I don't...
Little like things that are not, it was not intentional, and it's
not intentional.
And again, that generation is so focused.
In the whole world, but like that shit will destroy you.
Yeah.
And so until you can like realize that you're the only person standing in your way, not from getting the body, because I'm never gonna have that body and I don't need it, but allowing yourself to know that you're attractive and loved. Like the amount of guys who like years later from like my 20s in San Francisco or New York would be like, I had such a crush on you. Like I
and you're just like I had no idea.
Why have I never like had sex? Like what was it? And I'm like,
why didn't we hook up?
Literally, I'm like the way that I would like go home and like journal after a date with people and like long for them. Meanwhile, they're like, why aren't we fucking?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's so crazy,
like, it's crazy
the way that the voice in your head can tell you how worthless or like ugly or whatever you are, and you're like, and you look back, and because I similarly, you know, I think everyone you know deals with whatever
the thing,
level of this that they do, but to look back and be like I used to think I was such a I was like, no man will ever want me, like da, 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 and I'm like. what?
What? No, and now I'm like, I'm sad for like what I lost, right? Like I'm sad for like the loss of like intimacy that I allowed myself to have for years. And then I like, you know, at a certain point I would allow guys to like just like stuff their face in my belly and be like in heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love that. Oh,
I love it.
Like,
God, I love that.
truly. And I'm like, oh my God, holy cow.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you just sort of realize that like you have everything you need to throw a party, to be loved, like all of these things. And it's just like, I won't allow people to come to my yard and like be the person that isn't going to make me happy or healthy, because I am just here putting out into the world what I hope to share and what I needed, like I said, to see. So I'm very happy to be like, no, that doesn't work. And if you don't understand that, just unfollow.
Just follow.
But almost all the time, people are like, thank you so much. I would have never thought of that. And it's amazing.
Well, I love the framing of that, of calling in versus calling out. And I think the knee jerk is like, because I do stand up, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, if you can believe it, there's a lot of internet comments about women in comedy.
Yes.
Really? And, and I don't often engage with like the real pieces of shit, but occasionally there will be someone who says something really ignorant and like, and I'll just be like, you know what? Let me just contact this person directly to see if they understand. And I remember doing that once, and it actually ended up with a dialogue where the person apologized, and they were like, I didn't know. I just didn't know. And I'm like, thanks.
People will message me and I'll respond. I respond to everyone.
Yeah.
And they're like, I never thought you were going to see this or respond.
Oh, like they send nasty things? And
I'm like, oh, so you went ahead and just wrote that for no one?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And someone once, there's a whole Reddit about like food influencers and bloggers. I have it blocked on my laptop because I went to it once and learned how not well I do with like, because I don't need to hear about it. Like I have this whole thing about advice. Another one of my boundaries is like, I will explicitly ask for advice, but I have over 200 and whatever thousand people who are highly engaged. There aren't a lot of people, like there's a lot of people who are just watching, but I have a lot of people who message me, which I'm very lucky about. And I specifically have curated this kind of community. And like there's certain topics like my garden, like I show a single photo of my garden and it is just like endless advice that I didn't ask for, and it's really overwhelming. So I did this every time for a while. I'd be like, please no gardening advice. I'm not giving you gardening advice. You don't give
it to me.
Just pretty pictures. And there was a whole Reddit thread about how people just thought that someone was like, you made me cry. Not to me. They were like, he made me cry because I like tried to give him advice and he said, thank you, but no advice. Like, so it's just like, I don't need to know what's happening if people, like, I just can't look at it. And it's not avoidance of reality.
No,
it's just like,
because the internet is not reality.
Yeah,
and Reddit is not
the
reality.
reality is like, just unfollow me. Stop talking shit about me in the corner of the internet.
Like I'm gonna see it.
What are you doing? But also, they need to vent about me. Fine.
Yeah.
Go for it. I just am not coming to your party. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But
that's why we're not supposed to read the comments. But oh my God, Alex knows this. I've been like
You love
diving
the comments.
deep
It's
into the fucking
psychotic.
your comments.
Like on this podcast in particular, we have one reel that's out right now where we had this incredible pastor come on who spoke about his experience being queer and, you know, reconciling his faith. It's incredible. And yes, the reel's a little clickbaity, but I made a reel called Jesus Was Queer. And the Christian white nationalists are freaking the fuck
They really showed
out.
up.
And everyone's like, heretic, blasphemy, you're going to hell. This is disgusting. Bah!
Yeah.
And I'm responding to like almost every single one.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're in it.
I don't know why. It's
I don't
so
know.
crazy to
At
me.
first, it didn't upset me. Like I was more just like I was like, we need the engagement. Let's get the engagement. Like why not? Let's make the algorithm think that we're doing well. But then instead, the algorithm just pushed us into like middle America Jesus land, and I was like, okay, I didn't want us to go there.
Yeah. I think we have all just been given too much access. Like we can
access
say
and
too much. We
anonymity.
can
too
do
much access to each other. Absolutely.
Yeah, we know too much about each other. Like I tell people all the time, like if you're not having a good time here, like move on.
Yeah.
I don't follow people I don't enjoy. What are you doing here?
No.
Exactly.
You know?
That's it. It's like, why are you here? Why are you coming to my yard
What are you
to
doing?
throw a rock at me?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Like, what are you doing? Protect your time. I'm protecting my time. Protect your time. Like, taste matters, and it's not all going to be something that is your taste. So get out of here. So crazy.
Getting back to like hosting parties or like bringing people together in real life.
Yes.
What is the thing that brings you joy about like hosting? Like, what is your hosting? How often are you like having friends over to your place or going to a friend's place to cook or like going to Fire Island to do something like that?
I think the first thing is the thing that brings me joy about hosting is like bringing people into my world. And I think it's the same reason why I love being like a person on the internet, because I get to bring people into my world because I like my world. Like I built something I like, right? I don't hate my world. And so I'm happy to share it with people, and I'm happy to share with people in a very specific way, which is my way. And I think that is what I love about hosting. It's also what I love about being hosted. The specificity of the person's life and their existence is like a huge turn on for me. Like I'm like, show me everything. Like I just want to see like how you're coursing the meal, what's on the table, what's in your fridge. Like this might be an Italian American thing, but I will open your fridge and your cabinets when I walk into your house.
That's I actually love that. I love the familiarity of that.
I mean, it's like psycho and it's not always well received, but I did have a television producer who wanted to do a show with me be like, we want to do a show with you where you like walk into people's houses and open their cabinets and like
that's a great show.
Like change their lives. And I'm like, I've been doing that show with my mom since I was born. So I love living in homes. I love domesticity. I am a child who didn't leave the house. I was an indoor child. I watched my aunts, my grandparents, my uncles, my grandfather. I took notes. I learned how everyone lived their life. There's a drag queen and a good friend of mine, Juanita Moore, who's in the book. She did a guide to the guest list, but she is such an incredible host in her own home and also in a club, and I learned so much from how to host from her, and I'm always picking up so much of my food and my recipes is not just from my own brain, it's a collective brain of my life experience. And so I want to just like be in your house and don't hold back, like be you. And so that's how I feel when I'm in my house. Like I'm very much not holding back. Like I'm telling you what I want from you. I'm like, you sit here, can you do this? Like, can you help me? Like, you know what I mean?
I love that. Are you a Cancer?
Gemini. Close to Cancer. Like I'm June 18th.
Okay.
So people do sometimes
so the
tell
home,
me that
the home emphasis is
home is huge for me. I haven't left my house most of the new year.
Good for you.
February.
What's something you love to see when you open someone's refrigerator?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whole milk. Organic whole milk.
Oh my God.
Honey,
Fuck skim milk.
like,
I hate skim milk. It tastes like popsicle sticks.
Also, like, why don't people like milk? I love milk.
I love milk.
I just switched back to regular milk.
Yeah.
I'm at 2%.
See, I don't know why you would do anything besides whole milk. It's water.
Drag me.
That's water.
It is. It's just milk with water mixed in.
I love dairy. Like I will, much like my 104-year-old grandfather who is still chowing down. I am like a tank. Like I will just.
You love dairy. You love RFK's new food pyramid.
Oh yeah, but big.
Put that dairy at the top, baby. Whole milk, red meat.
Let's get that soundbite. I love RFK. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
Did you guys see the one they just put out? The video they just put out yesterday?
No.
It's real, and it's RFK and Kid Rock working out shirtless, doing push-ups in the sauna, and then RFK wearing jeans and doing a cold plunge, and then them just walking around doing like that.
And then do they kiss?
Yeah.
Like
they jerked off in the sauna together.
I hosted a Super Bowl party at my house, and by that I mean I spent most of my time in the kitchen, as one should.
Yeah.
But I was present for the Maha commercial with our favorite rapist boxer. Yeah. I flipped, like I went off. Yeah. Like I was like, how? Because like they basically were like, fat people are gross, and like eat an apple.
Yeah.
Cool message. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
That is insane. And that is like, oh my God.
Maha it's shrouded in so much privilege. And I'm like, you are so fucking fortunate that you like, you get to buy the most expensive organic food that nobody else can afford.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely. Also, misinformation.
Wild misinformation.
Also, like, it's beyond. It's beyond. One thing that I really try to be aware of in my position is food access.
Yeah.
Food availability. I think that like the cost of food, and I think that the like how close your food is to you to purchase is huge for me.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, if I'm writing a recipe, like I try my damnedest to make sure that every ingredient is available everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's not specialty and it's not overpriced. And yes, I have a pinoli cookie, but I'm like, buy them at Costco, like, you know, or like if you can't use them,
$17
like,
a
you know,
seed.
or like there's so much about where you should be shopping right now. And I'm like, feed your family.
Yeah.
Just like by all means, feed yourself and feed your family and feed your people first. And then worry about like every other fucking detail. Right. So it just gets me really like,
yeah.
I get really.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
It drives me
makes
nuts,
sense.
too.
I'm deeply, deeply privileged. And a lot of people cannot afford to feed their kids.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
I want to ask you, I guess, about recipes. I mean, what I've gathered from, you know, the research we've done, you were in and around kitchens your whole entire life as a child with your family members. Everyone in your family was cooking. You were kind of always around food, and you were welcomed into that space from a young age, which is so special.
Absolutely.
I was the same. My parents were just like white trash, and they were like, here's canned green beans and pork chop shake and bake. Yeah.
Shake and bake is my absolute favorite. I did a dupe recipe for the New York Times, but also make it from the box.
Wow.
And canned food, grew up on it, still eat it.
We were a pantry family.
Yes,
My mom wasn't like
pantry.
chef.
Pantry.
But what I loved about it was they gave me full reign to be creative. And they were like, go in the kitchen, make whatever you want, use whatever ingredients. And we were very independent kids. We were doing our own laundry when we were in second grade.
Yes.
So as a kid, were you like meticulous about following recipes from your family members, or were you like, I'm going to play an experiment and figure things out?
I mean, one of my grandfathers, we would make yuck cakes where I would go into their kitchen and put anything I could find in the bowl, stir it up, and we would bake it. And it would be like disgusting.
Yeah.
But every single time he would like take a bite.
Oh my God.
And that was just like the most fun I could possibly have had.
Yeah.
And then my other grandparents, Bimpy, who's 104, and his grandma and his wife, Catherine, like they were churning out 100 meatballs, like homemade pasta, sauces. And so I was in their basement, like learning how to cook the food, right? The food of our people. And, you know, they would always be like, taste the sauce. Is it good? And, you know, I would be like, yeah. After like 40 tastes, like, no. Maybe it needs to be a little more, you know, and they caught on to me because I was just like, I just want to eat as much sauce as possible. Yeah. So I was really like, you know, whether I was making dresses for Barbies or decorating my house when I was a kid or making food, like I was allowed to do truly whatever I want in terms of creativity, which is amazing.
Well, it's like a sense of play, which I think like we kind of lose as adults, and when you lose that, it's like that's when those things start to fall apart.
I hear that all the time from people because they're like, "Oh my God, I made this thing. And it doesn't look like," and I'm like, "Did you eat it? Did you eat it?
Yeah.
Is there any left? Did you eat it? Okay, great. You ate it. You did this. All you need to do is make food that you will eat. It doesn't need to check any other box. If it does, it's purely for joy. Like for me, I obsess over the plates. I have 7,000 plates. I obsess over, but like you just have to eat it.
Yeah.
And I think the rest is like bonus.
Yeah.
So food is one of those things you have to eat it.
Yeah.
And cooking for me is joyful and relaxing. My most relaxing thing I could possibly do is cook and host and entertain. Most people it stresses them the hell out. So I feel like my job is to get people doing it more, because the only way that you're going to go from like stressed to relaxed and hopefully land somewhere in between is to do it more.
Yeah.
I think the stress of it, and I think I don't fall necessarily in like the cooking makes me stressed, but I
do.
No, but you're very good at it. You're an excellent cook. He's so good.
She's kind.
But I'm right. And
yeah, you are.
I'm fucking right.
Fuck yeah.
And it's my fear, not fear, but like when I have to cook for people, that's when I'm like, oh, but what if it's not good enough? Because like I know I'm like, oh, I can cook. I can follow a recipe. I can make food that tastes good. But when it comes to like cooking for other people, that's when I start to like, I get like nervous.
Yeah, but like, first of all, I'm sure it's delicious, and even if it's not, they're not going to fucking tell you. They're just going to show at your back, and you'll never know. So, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, those are the friends we love and need.
Like, what is the risk? That's what I tell people. I'm like, what's the risk?
I like that.
People over.
Yeah.
They're gonna be so happy.
I mean, I love to host, and I love to, and I love to do. I do love to host.
So happy
I do love to host. Yeah,
A martini bar?
a martini bar. Let's fucking go.
You know, I talked a lot about this on book tour, and it's something that I feel really strongly about because I feel like there's so much activism in the world right now, and there should be. And there's so many ways to be an activist. A lot of people reshare infographics on the internet in an endless spiral, which is fine. But for me, activism, and the thing that I've talked a lot about on book tour and why I feel like this book is so important, is because it's getting your people together and visibly showing them through acts of service and community that you have their back. Right. And there's all this stuff coming out now. I shared this in my newsletter a couple weeks ago, but about Minneapolis and this term neighborism, right? Like the reason why they're supporting each other is because they're neighbors and they know the person who is on the corner in the store, who lives next door to you. Know your community. This is something that my family taught me very well. We knew everyone on the street, beyond. I do this in my house upstate. I'm always trying to host people. And so, like, to me, being active in your community and taking care of the people closest to you and expanding how many people are close to you is like actually a really true way to help when shit hits the fan. Yeah. Because you have that structure. You're not standing around being like, are you a good person or a bad person? Yeah. Are you, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know who to call. Yeah. And they trust you. And I think that, like, that to me is something I've been trying to shout from the rooftops through before, you know, the 5 million horrible things that have happened in the past however many years. I still just feel like that is the way that I can be most helpful in the world, and I can help other people do that. So I'm not trying to give myself like credit. I think we all
no. I think that's.
But I think it's like goes back to kind of what we're saying. It's like don't hold back from having a party. Yeah, because the results of you doing that are exponentially positive.
So, yeah, I completely agree. I do agree. You're hosting. You're bringing people into your space. You're like just inciting joy. Yeah. If anything, we're on such a like doom spiral every single fucking
Don't
day.
hold back from having a party is absolutely how I'm taking the rest of this year.
Yeah. And also, like, it's going to get you off your phone and you're going to actually talk to people.
Yes.
Because like it is, I took a couple of days off Instagram completely, which I haven't done since I was born. Yeah. You too. I've been on Instagram for that many years. Don't count. And it felt incredible because I was truly in a horrible place. Like,
it's easy to get into a horrible place. It can be a horrible place.
And for what? So that you could just continue to read the same thing over and over again and reassure yourself that yes, everything's falling apart.
They're monsters.
Like we got it, and it's awful.
It's so tough.
Go do something about it.
It's so tough.
Go do something about it locally too.
What do you do? Yeah, like that feels helpless. Yeah. So to me, I'm like, I'm gonna call some friends and have them over so we can all like at least feel good about each other
and speak face to face and make eye contact.
Right? That's the thing. I also could only imagine that if that were happening in upstate New York right now, you'd be like, great, we're making food, we're going to the street, we're going to hand out food to the protesters, we're like doing what we can do to like take care of our community.
Yes, that's the antidote for sure.
I think it's like something tangible amongst like there's first of all so many other things you can do. For me and my platform and what I talk about in my history and my skill set, that is how I feel I can best express being an activist.
Does it?
Wow. Oh, this is the last question. We have to ask this.
What is it?
Okay. So let's say that a magic genie appears and they grant you with one wish, and we're telling you what the wish is. The wish is...
You're wishing for me.
We are wishing for you.
The wish is that you get a full day, 24 hours with Ina Garten. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you cooking? What are you wearing? Just like paint a picture of dream 24 hours with Ina Garten.
Okay. I'm waking up in bed in between her and Jeffrey.
Okay.
Like, just like snuggled. Each one of them has their head on my chest.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sound asleep.
Okay.
I sort of hope that they wake up soon, and eventually I will have to wake them. And then we sort of, throw something easy on, head to the kitchen, right? Not the barn kitchen, like the main house kitchen.
The main house kitchen.
Yeah. And we have a simple breakfast. Ina and I both love oatmeal. So obviously we're having that.
Yeah. Obviously. What are your toppings of choice on the oatmeal?
I do peanut butter. Peanut butter, creamy, but
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll catch up. It's been a while, if ever.
Okay.
And then I ask Ina, if where the bathroom is, can I shower? Yeah. I did bring my Ina blue, like, sort of shirt tent, like, thing that I always in, and our collars are popped. Yep. We both have blown out our bombs, right? And then we go to the barn because I need a tour. I need to just understand.
You got to see it, yeah.
Her studio.
We have to see it.
And then we decide we're going to make a little lunch, but we need groceries. So we hop into her Mini Cooper, which is a convertible.
And you go to Cinderella.
Breezy day, but not too warm. We do go to Cinderella.
Okay.
We go to a couple farm stands.
Yeah.
We stop by where the original Barefoot Contessa was, just to sort of pay homage. And then we go home. We throw together easy lunch. And then I think we need a nap. We get tired.
You need a nap.
Yeah.
We're going to nap. I'll have the window open. There's like a light breeze. Right. We're near the ocean.
You can smell the salt air.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think I'm going to just throw it to Ina and say, what should we do for dinner? And she'll probably suggest we go out.
Okay.
Right? Because she loves her local little...
To go out and socialize. Yeah.
Right? I also fucking want to be seen with Ina.
Absolutely.
Like, 1,000,000%.
You deserve to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not losing.
You deserve this.
Yes.
Do you know where you're going? Any idea?
I'm not great at knowing what her spots are.
She's got a couple in her back pocket.
Yeah.
You know she does.
I'm not worried. And honestly, I like a surprise when I trust the person.
You're starting with a cocktail at dinner. What's her cocktail? What's yours?
She's going to have like a big martini.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't drink, so I'll have an iced tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
An Arnold Palmer.
We'll laugh about that.
Okay, yeah. We giggle.
We giggle. We flick our bob.
Yeah.
So light. Jeffrey's sort of crushing on both of us. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like kind of really down. And then I think after dinner, I asked them if they want to go back to their house.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately the cops come and I get taken away. Back to reality.
Because you broke into the house.
No, I just, time was up and this is a police escort. This is
So 24 hours has lapsed?
Part of my parole.
What are Ina's parting words to you? What did she say as her farewell?
Maybe like, how easy is that?
Oh,
Right. Something like that.
The end.
Something
That's a
really
beautiful day date with Ina.
Thank you.
I love
It was fun.
Okay, now we have to wrap up, but
I do miss her.
we want to play this game with you really quick. So you have very famously espoused the term "don't yuck my yum."
Yes. Don't fucking do it. That's another boundary.
And I love that phrase so much, essentially being like, if I love this thing, don't come here and tell me that you hate it.
yeah. Like, would you walk up to someone eating a hot dog on the street and say, I fucking hate hot dogs?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck that.
Same thing.
So,
People love to do it again
my
and
best friend Darren has a game that he loves to play all the time. So I'm giving him credit. Hi, Darren. He likes to play this game called Yum My Yuck. Oh. So we're going to flip the tables a little bit. Yeah. So we're going to give you something that like yucks us out, and then you have to like brutally, optimistically make it
good.
work.
Make
and be
it
like,
tasty.
I
Make
hate
it
this
work.
thing, and you have to be like, you need to like it because
You
X,
like
Y,
it.
Z.
Okay. Love this.
Okay, so here we go. So my first yuck is cilantro.
Oh. You don't like cilantro?
I hate it. It's
Really?
genetic.
It's genetic.
Yeah.
So what the fuck am I supposed to do?
You could just be like, oh, like it might not be great for you, but actually it works really well on a soap scrub. Like
Oh, I was going to say, like, what if I
Yeah.
gently sort of rub the leaves across your face?
Sounds really calming, actually. I don't care for the smell, but
You don't like
like
the smell.
but like that works.
What if I tickle your tush?
That works. There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
Spank?
Yeah.
A cilantro spank?
A little cilantro
Yeah.
spank.
You better
Okay,
be a
great.
boy.
Okay.
So you've
Done.
yummed the yuck. There we go.
I can spank you too.
I demand it.
yuck.
Spank me with a sport pepper because that's my. You know sport peppers, banana peppers.
Oh, banana peppers.
Yeah,
Oh, this
hate
is
'em.
so hard. Two things I love so deeply.
Oh,
You have them pickled.
I don't. I can't.
You can't do it.
I just the.
What
taste,
about it?
The taste and the acidity of a pickled. It's not. It's not for me.
So we're balancing acidity.
Mhm.
What if we blend it into like a sauce?
Okay.
What if it
we could
doesn't-
do that?
Because I find that a lot of times if
Okay.
the taste isn't as powerful as the look.
Okay.
So if I were to take
Yeah.
that, I would cook it, I would roast it so it got a little sweet. I wouldn't do pickle. And then I would maybe blend it into like a sauce with like some tomatoes.
Yeah. Ooh,
You've
this
yummed
sounds
it.
delicious.
You've yummed it.
Yummed.
Or a
Consider
hot
it
sauce.
yummed.
You would probably like it if
I probably would like it in a hot sauce. Okay, fine. Maybe that's your next recipe.
Okay, this is another one of my big yucks. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but a huge yuck for me is the Real Housewives franchise.
Oh.
Can you yum it for me?
Unfortunately, I've never seen a single episode.
I barely have either, but just yum it for me and stuff.
I have one of the housewives, I have her number, but she's like a sister of a housewife because we worked together on a project when I was at Ann Taylor. She worked at a company in New Jersey and we met, and I think we looked very similar. I was like, are we related?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the lesbian sister, so it like makes sense.
Okay, so there is a lesbian
There's
sister
a
involved in
lesbian
the
sister
Housewives.
who's like pretty, she invited me on her boat,
Okay.
so we're friends. But
Lesbian Housewife sister, yummed.
I've never seen the show.
I've only seen a few episodes.
And I live at like Great Barrington. There's one of them lives there, and people are always like Dorinda or something. I'm like,
yes.
Dorinda.
She was just on the Traders.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Alex, do you have another yuck?
Tardiness.
Oh my God, you guys, I hate tardiness.
But try and yum it. Yum it for us.
You're on a date with someone that you don't want to be with, and you decide that after 5 minutes, if they don't show up, you can ditch them, and they show up 7 minutes late.
Crushed.
That is a killer.
Nailed it.
Yum.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Okay, do you have a yuck? Because I want to see if we can yum it really quick.
Do I have a yuck?
Yeah, what's your yuck?
Something that you hate.
The truffle mushroom flavor, whether fake or real.
I'm with you. I also hate it, but I'm going to attempt here. Okay.
Most of it's fake, by the way.
Yep.
Used in moderation, it can really enhance the flavor of a variety of dishes. It's also, at the end of the day, I think that like maybe truffle mushrooms were never that popular before, but right now the farmers who are farming for truffles, they're making really good money and they can support their families now. So I support.
And I like the little bags that they come in.
That's
They
cute.
come in cute little canvas bags, and you can repurpose those for little soaps.
Packaging, I like the sort of like they have
the market's booming.
The market's booming, but the market is insane. Like the inflation is absolutely insane. But I do sort of the thing I love most is the underdog story. Maybe previously the truffle was sort of an ugly, smelly little mushroom, and now everyone's paying top dollar.
No one was ever looking at it or for it, and now people are just
and
so actively. People are
that's a comeback.
actively.
It's a comeback.
That is,
Don't call it a comeback.
We can all.
Oh my God.
We can all learn something from that. All of the smelly little
I
mushrooms.
love it.
Cool.
What's your number one yum then?
My number one yum?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because I'm going to yuck the fuck out of it. No, I'm
My
kidding.
number one yum?
Number one, yeah. Do you have a favorite recipe in the book?
Yeah. The roasted salmon with smashed olives is so good.
Is that
I
the
was
move?
dying to make
Okay.
it. Yes. I have
Okay.
I'm
Here's what I'm
going
going to say. Salmon is like fatty and oily and delicious.
Yeah.
Olives also. The recipe takes the shortest amount of time you ever had in your life, and it is so good. And it's so good the next day and the next day. It's just beyond.
I can't wait. I'm going to 100% make it.
I
saw
love
your
it.
Instagram and I was like, yep, got to make that.
That's the one.
Because I'm such a whore for olives.
We love an olive.
Olives are so good. Yeah, the Times adapted it, which was so nice of them.
Favorite olive? Do you have a favorite olive?
Casa Vetrano.
Same.
Frescatrano or the Frescatrano are really good as well.
Love a buttery.
They're really good.
Meaty.
Ooh,
Frescatrano.
what's that?
Well, who's she? Welcome to the stage.
made her up.
Frescatrano.
Trying to heat up the Frescatrano market. Is that the new truffle?
Exactly.
Frescatrano's
Make
the new
a
truffle.
tree truffle
in the world as
mushroom.
well.
They grow on the side of a mountaintop in one town in
And truffle Italy.
Frescatrano.
It's truffle.
Truffle. If that's not a truffle. Truffle. If it's not from
Truffle.
truffle Germany.
Truffle Germany.
Dan, this has been a damn delight. Thank
Thanks
you so much
for
coming on.
coming to chat with us.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, go buy Dan's book.
Go buy the book. It's
One or both of them.
By Let's
beautiful.
Eat or Let's Party. I also have a puzzle.
A puzzle?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gorge.
I love it.
Love.
Thanks.
Oh my God, Dan. Everyone can find you. We already know, but just let them know at
Grossy Pelosi.
Grossy Pelosi.
On Instagram and Threads, which I love.
Okay.
And danpelosi.com or grossyworld.com.
Amazing. Beautiful.
I'm everywhere.
All right.
Thanks
Thanks,
so much.
Dan.
Bye.
All right. We love you all. Bye. Make sure you eat lots of food and eat it with joy and community. All right. We love you all. Bye.